Now, chances are you right now that clicked on this video, you're probably 20 years old, 25, 28, 30, or maybe even older, and you feel like you're kind of behind in life. But I promise you, you are not alone. I just had a talk with my friend and he was like, man, I'm not sure if my parents are proud of me. I kind of feel lost and I really don't know what to do in life and I think I'm behind. And I was like, man, when I looked at his life, I'm like, bro, you're not even behind. It's kind of crazy. You're actually right where you need to be, or you're probably even ahead of that. To give you more of a backstory about where he's at, my friend is 25 years old. We're around the same age. He works at the post office delivering packages, but he actually makes very good money and he's able to save, do everything that he needs to do as a grown man. And I think what triggered this thought in his head was social media and how he compares his life to everyone else. But when I told him, I'm like, look, you have enough money to save, you have enough money to spend, and you have enough money to spend on bills. So what more could you really ask for? And I think when we look on social media, we start to compare our life. We start to say, well, they're making $1 million. They're making 1,000 this, 1,000 that in a day, and all these different metrics, but you're not looking at what your life offers and what you bring to the table. And that is why you will start to feel behind in life. Like, think about it. People will fake their success stories and make it seem greater than what it is, like they're an overnight success. But me and you both know nothing happens overnight. It's day by day, brick by brick. But when you get on TikTok, you'll see people like, oh, how I made $1,000 in 5 minutes. Oh, how I made $1 million in 4 months. And they'll say, I just started and so can you. No, they didn't just start. I promise you, they took a while to build this. And now they want to sell you on the idea and fearmonger you into thinking that you're behind when really you're not. So they can sell a course or something like that, right? And then we all have these timelines. When should we have kids? When should we be married? When should we be actually settled down and have a house and all these different things? All of this on social media will make you feel behind. And I think that's the talking point that we have to discuss the most. Social media. It's not really social anymore. It's social in the aspect of we share things, but it's not social in the aspect as we talk, we connect, and really help each other out. Social media has turned into a flexing thing. Oh, I have this and you don't, so you should feel like you're nothing. When that's really not what social media was intended to be. It was intended to be a space where we all could talk to each other, help each other out, and we benefit off the sharing of knowledge. But now there's no knowledge shared, it's knowledge shown. And it's not shown in the form of teaching, it's shown in the form of flexing. So when you see these kids that are on TikTok making all this money, you assume that you're behind. But I want you to think about something. Success isn't loud, okay? I want you to remember that. Success isn't loud. And on TikTok, Instagram, Snapchat, all these different social media apps, stability is not sexy, okay? Remember that. Success isn't loud, stability isn't sexy. I think we forget to put value in stability. Can I pay my bills on time? Can I take my girlfriend, my boyfriend, my mom, my brother, whoever it is, out to eat once a month or so? Can I do these things and still feel comfortable? Can I save a couple $100s? All these things is what you really should be thinking about, not can I make $1 million a month? Can I build this business in 2 months or 3 months? Those things you shouldn't think about. You should think about what you can do and is it stable? Once you build a stable life, that is when you're successful. Because now you can build on that brick by brick by brick. Nothing is overnight. I have to stress that to you guys because I think we tend to fall into that trap that we need it. We need it. We need it. We need it. Make a beat. Hey, we need it. We need it real fast. You don't need it fast. Okay? When you go fast, it doesn't last. When you go slow, that's how it grows. Okay? When you go fast, it doesn't last. When you go slow, that's how it grows until you're old, okay? Always remember those things. And remember, success isn't loud, stability isn't sexy. And sometimes we don't need the things that are all glamorous and all that everybody wants. You need to just slowly build those things. And it'll teach you discipline, it'll teach you consistency, and more than everything else, it'll teach you to appreciate the little wins that you get in life, which we all need. So one thing we all need to do is redefine progress. Progress isn't meant to be, it's supposed to be, it's a gradual line. Redefine that for yourself. So I told my friend, why do you think you're behind? Why do you not see the progress you made? Last year, you had no job, you were sitting at home in debt from college with no route. This time, you have a job, you're actually making strides in that job, you got a pension, 401k, you got good hours, and you have good work-life balance. All these things made him financially responsible, and I think he just forgets that. Like, financially responsible is not something that everybody has as a tool in their bag. Some people blow their money like it's nothing, some people have no money, and guess what? Some people will get money and just say, I don't care about it, and not even look at how they can elevate their life with the money. And when I say elevate, I do not mean keeping up with the Joneses. So do not take that as, oh, I'm gonna elevate my life, I'm gonna get this type of apartment, I'm gonna get this car, I'm gonna get, no. Elevating your life means, how can you get more healthy? How can you invest in yourself, whether that is health, that is clothing that fits you, makes you feel better, okay? Not, oh, I'm gonna get the drip because everybody got it. No. What can actually make you look better and feel better? Then how can you invest money-wise? Can you invest in stocks? Can you invest in a business? Something that grows as you get older, to where as you grow older, you're like, dang, I have this to fall back on. I have this lined up for my family. Those are things you should think about when you're redefining your success. And then just because you're working a 9 to 5 and you're not making millions of dollars like everyone claims they are on TikTok, it doesn't mean that you're not successful. Think about this. When you have a job that's good to you, you have mental peace, and you have some freedom. Sure, you're locked into that 9 to 5 schedule, Monday through Friday. Some of us may work Saturday, some of us may work Sunday and overtime. So you're locked into that, and sometimes that does suck, but you still have the freedom. When you clock out that job, release your mind. Go do things you want to do. And always remember that you're free now. The world is everything for you. Anything you want to do, you can go do it outside of that 9 to 5. When you're in that 9 to 5, lock in, focus, but be appreciative. Some people don't even have a job. So that should give you mental peace right there. Look at the economy right now. Everybody's searching for a job. There's people with master's degrees, big degrees, no job. So if you have a job right now, you can pay the bills, you have mental peace and freedom. You just didn't realize that. And then also think about this, your physical and mental health. How well are you physically? Are you working out? Are you in the gym? You have time for that. And if you are in the gym and you are working out, look how much better your life is. Look how much clearer your mental is. These are things that are success. These are things that set you up to be ahead of people. So just like earlier, I want to give you something else to remember. If you judge your life by your peace instead of your paycheck, would you still feel behind? Like honestly, think about that. If you, and I'm talking about you, who I'm talking to, if you judge your life by the peace you can have, the peace you can create, versus the paycheck that you get every week or every month or every other week, would you really still feel behind? Because the richest thing in life is your mental, not money. You never can get back the mental peace that you had at a certain point in life. Life continues to go. So learn to be peaceful. Learn to have peace in what you have. Build peace in your life. Don't worry about a paycheck. The money will come as long as you continue to upgrade yourself and your mindset. So listen to me, you're not late. You're just on your timeline, and you can't compare that to everyone else's. Like, think about it. Life is like a song. You have your chorus, the bridge, then you have the verse, right? If it's structured like that. Maybe your verse just comes later. Maybe right now you're at the bridge. You have to go across that bridge to get to your verse. Maybe your verse just isn't here yet. But be prepared. Sing your chorus loud. Walk across that bridge proud, because next up is going to be your verse. And you never know how long your verse is, but you can make it forever if it's a good one. So do it with me. Breathe. Allow yourself to be in the moment. Be present. Accept where you are and always want to strive further. We accept it because once you accept things, now you can change. We don't accept it and say, this is where I'll be forever. We accept it and say, hey, this is where I'm at. This is where I want to go. I accept where I'm at. Now, how can I elevate? And always remember, just because it isn't loud and all flashy, it doesn't mean you're behind. Learn to be stable. Learn to keep going. You got this. I believe in you.